Dollar Tree has the prettiest scarves this time of year. Oh my gosh, Bestie. This is Lisa. Welcome or welcome back. It's great to see you. If you want to craft your best life with me, then let's get started right now. For this Dollar Tree scarf video, I'm going to use this beautiful kind of tropical looking scarf and this other kind of green one with leaves on it. I'm going to put both of these in this particular piece. And then I've got this kind of plaque looking thing. I think I got it at Family Dollar, but they also have them at Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to use the white wax from Waverly. It's like a stain almost. You can still see the wood grain through, and that's what I love about it. But it gives it a real clean look. Got several different ribbons from the Dollar Tree, including this lace one. And what I'm going to do is make a cute little wall hanging with the scarves. I'm going to figure out how long I want it to be. And then I'm going to just start cutting pieces of the scarves. I'm going to use the first cut to measure for the next ones, and I'm going to do that on both of the different scarves I have. Now, once I get the pieces, I'm going to do the ribbon. So I'm just going to hold out the ribbon as long as the scarf pieces and make some cuts there as well. You can do as many as you want. So this can be very full, sparse, whatever you like. You don't even have to do ribbon if you don't want to. Now I'm going to take the larger pieces, fold them in half and make a cut, and then fold them in half again and make a cut. That's about how wide I wanted my strips to be. I wasn't going for perfection because, they kind of roll up when you hang them, and the edges you don't see as clearly. So I figured I could just go ahead and do that. So there's all the cut pieces. I'm going to take the seamed end of each one because it's easier to tie, and I'm going to make a little knot right at the top. And that's how I'm going to end up gluing it to the little wood plaque. I wanted them to pleat, and this was the best way to get the scarves to not hang like flat. I'm going to add a little hanger out of twine, and I'm going to use the metal part of a clothespin, thread that through there, put some hot glue and tape, and that's going to be a great hanger for this. You've probably seen me do this before if you've watched my channel. I came up with a pattern where I had like 2 pieces of the tropical floral scarf, and then one of the green one, and kind of whatever you want to do. It's, I'm kind of funny that way. I like patterns. There they are, all glued on. So of course, I didn't cut them all straight, so I'll have to trim that. And now I'm going to lift up the front there, and I'm going to add some of these different ribbons that I cut. Because if I put them in between or on the back, you just won't see them. And so I just, again, picked my own little pattern. Do whatever you want. You could use pretty colors too. I just wanted to go neutral on the ribbons. Now I'm going to go around and kind of cut from an angle from each side just to kind of give it a little bit of more length in the middle and a little less length on the sides. I've got this larkspur, these flowers from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to add the different colors, pink and kind of off-white, and make a little swag. I'm going to tie it together and then hot glue that right to the middle of the plaque. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to take one of these peonies from Amazon, and they're just stunning. I cannot find prettier flowers. And then the leaves, and add them to either side and the top and bottom, and I think this is just turning out so pretty. This was a very easy craft to make. It took longer to cut the pieces than it did to assemble it. I love crafts like that because it comes together so quickly. Isn't that fresh and summery? I mean, you could start putting it up in the spring too. What's to stop you? Love those tropical scarves. Let me know what you think. For this Dollar Tree scarf hack, I got this beautiful greenish scarf that has leaves on it. I found this little chicken cluck sign at Dollar General, I think, and then this little keep that same energy sign from Dollar Tree. And I just had them in my stash. So what I'm going to do is take out the backing on this sign because I don't want it to say the words that it has, but I want to use the sign because I love the little bead hanger. So I'm going to paint over this with the plaster color paint from Waverly. You could use white paint, whatever you want. I just need something light behind because you're not going to see it, but I don't want to see the words. Took about 3 coats. Then I'm just going to take my staple remover. I get this on Amazon. It's very heavy duty and it works great for those staples that are like embedded in the back of something. And you just pull them right out. So then what I'm going to do is get that little chicken. That's what I want. I'll save the other part of this for another craft in the future because I do love it. And I just took out my little pliers and just pulled those out because you can always get one out and the other one is very stubborn. So it's a cute little chicken sign. I'm going to take the scarf. I'm just going to cut a piece big enough to cover that square backing of the picture frame. And then I'm just going to use some Mod Podge and paint that on there and lay that scarf out, make sure it's on there without any wrinkles or bubbles. And with fabric, this is so easy to do. It just embeds itself right on there. You can use your hand, just kind of smooth it out. And once I get that on there and I smooth it all out, I'm going to trim some more of those edges, and then I'll go around the edges with the Mod Podge and kind of wrap them around the back and make sure they stay in place. I ended up using a little bit of hot glue too because I didn't want it to unravel as I put it inside the frame. And that really helped. I got it wet first with the Mod Podge off camera, and then I just did the glue. I thought, you know what? Now the fabric is more pliable. I can pull it over, see what I'm doing, and then it just stays and I don't have to worry about it. And the scarf is so thin that it will not make it difficult to get this back into the picture frame. Heavy fabric might have been a different story, but this stuff is not a problem at all, in case you're wondering. There it is. I'm going to turn it over so the leaves are kind of facing up. I'm going to hot glue the chicken right to the center. I thought, people will do black and red and white for farmhouse kitchens, but in the summer, wouldn't it be pretty to add a little bit of color? So I love this. So now I'm just going to place this back in, put the little clips, bend them right back down. And that's how easy this one was to put together. I mean, I love it. You could change this out for all different times of the year with the different scarves at Dollar Tree. I think it would be super easy to do. Anyway, I loved it. Let me know what you think. Alrighty, are you ready for a super easy project using a Dollar Tree scarf? Look at this beautiful scarf. I love it. Looks like it got caught a little bit there, but it won't matter for this project. I found this gold basket from the Dollar Tree. You could do this with any basket. And I'm just going to double up the scarf because it's not a large basket. If it was bigger, I wouldn't do that. I'm going to kind of twist it a little just to make it easier to work with. And I'm going to weave it in and out of each of those little pieces of the basket. Now, I could have done this on the bottom of the basket, or I'm doing it on the top, but whatever you like. You could even get 2 scarves and do the whole thing. I like to see through the bottom just so you can see what's in there. As I get it through to the other end, now I'm going to straighten out that scarf where I had twisted a little just to make sure I could get it through. And I'll fluff it a little and make sure you don't see the seams. I'll go all the way around and fix that up a little bit. I want to see that fabric from the scarf because it's beautiful. Now, there's a loop at this one end because remember, I folded it in half. I'm going to take the pieces that are the ends, pull them through, and that's how I'll end up tying my knot to attach it. I had a hard time finding the other opening on the end. You know how thin scarves are. Anyway, I found it, and I'm just going to pull it through, tie it, and then kind of situate it right there around the back. And then this is just dressing up that basket. It's so pretty. You could throw things for your hair in there. As long as it's not something little that would fall through the holes, you could use this for so many different things. I think it's gorgeous, and I loved making it. What an easy thing to do. Just going to go ahead and fix it again now that I messed with it and just make sure that you can see that pattern because I think it's so pretty. Now, I thought I still want to do something else because where the extra ends are and then where I tied the knot. I got some more of those peonies from Amazon that are gorgeous, and I attached one right kind of where the knot is, and I just thought that really dressed this up. Plus, there was a little bit of pink in the pattern of the scarf, so I definitely wanted to pull that out as well. You could stick an extra roll of toilet paper in this and have it in your bathroom. My goodness, why not? It would be such a pretty way to keep that. Hot glue any of the loose pieces, just so that they sit nicely. Make sure the leaves are attached. I didn't want it to be too heavy and, fall forward. And then I'm going to add some more of these little pics from Amazon in there just to give it, a little more fun and texture. You could do as little or as much as you like. I do like to add greenery to things. That's it. This one could not be easier, and look how beautiful it turned out. I love it. You'll have to let me know what you think. Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul. For this Dollar Tree scarf hack, I've got this cute little lemon themed scarf. Now, my mom is always complaining that she gets a draft under her door. So I thought, I've got a pool noodle, and I cut a piece of it that would fit the size of a, front door. And all I'm going to do is get rid of that tag, and then I'm going to lay out the scarf. It was the perfect length. And then I'm just going to start hot gluing it. Now, yeah, it does melt the pool noodle, but no one's going to see that, so it just doesn't matter. And it was a really nice way to attach this quickly. You can use regular glue too, of course. I didn't mind that you could see the pool noodle through it because the lemons were still very visible. So I glued it all the way across, rolled it up, and then glued that remaining edge all the way up to the top around the entire thing. And I did make sure it was sitting even on the pool noodle, so I had the same amount on each end left over. Now this is longer than what my camera shows, so I kind of move it back and forth to show you, because I can't show you the whole thing in one shot, but I think you get the idea. There it is, and you can see I've got that remaining on the end. Now when that glue dries, you won't see those little spots. I'm just going to tie a knot or two on each side just to kind of seal it in there. And then I trim that so that it almost looks like a piece of candy rolled up, you know, like a Tootsie Roll type of a packaging. Once I get on there, trim the ends, it's done. So if you need a quick door, you know, like a draft blocker, this is a great way to do it. It's light, it weighs nothing. So if you need to store it or pick it up and lean it in the corner, falls down, it won't make a loud noise or hurt anything. Anyway, my mom was thrilled. She also has other lemon things in her kitchen. So this just worked out perfect. It was just kind of a last minute thing that I thought of. Let me know what you would do for a door draft. I know you can stuff fabric and do it like that, but I thought, you know what, this worked perfect, and it actually did get in there in that right spot, and it stayed really nicely. She was thrilled and solved the problem. You know, can't complain about that. It's in front of a closet door in my house, so it's a little larger than it should be, but I just wanted to show you really quick what it looked like. Please ignore my baseboards. I do need to clean those. Ready for more inspiration? Here's another video I think you'll really like. If you click on it, I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye!